My husband's family tried to humiliate me at an expensive dinner for losing my job. The control they thought they had disappeared seconds later. Part 1. We showed up. Vanessa was in a silk dress and heels that cost more than our rent. "Leah, I'm so glad you could make it," she said, lifting her champagne. "I thought unemployment would kill your social life." I said nothing. I ordered the tomahawk ribeye. Eleanor choked on her water. "Leah, dear, isn't that a bit much when Marcus is covering the bill?" Cole smirked. "Relax, Eleanor. Maybe it's her last good meal before ramen season." Just the other week, I had bought the Mega Millions ticket at a rundown gas station off Fifth Avenue, the kind that sells lottery scratchers, energy drinks, and coffee that tastes like cardboard. I picked the numbers without thinking: my sister's wedding date, the year my grandpa passed, and 2 digits from my old locker combo. When I scanned the ticket on my phone, I stopped dead outside the store with traffic rushing past. $82 million. After the IRS took their cut, I'd cleared just over $65 million. I didn't shout, I didn't dance, I didn't even breathe. I thought of one person, Vanessa, Marcus's sister. If Marcus found out, Vanessa would know before dessert. And if Vanessa knew, her husband Cole would be at our door by morning with his investor grin, asking for cash to bail out his third failed gym, his car payments, and the country club membership they couldn't afford. So I didn't go home. I went to 3 different banks. I set up new accounts. I got a burner phone. I split the deposit. I told no one. When I finally got to our condo, Marcus was at the stove in his faded t-shirt, stirring pasta sauce. He looked up and smiled. "Hey, you're early. Thought you had inventory tonight." I set my keys down. "Marcus, they laid me off." His wooden spoon froze mid-stir. He killed the burner, came to me, and crouched down. "When?" "This afternoon. Budget restructuring," they said. I stared at the floor, not from shame, from terror of seeing pity. But Marcus just grabbed my hands. "Hey, it's okay," he said, voice cracking. "We've got each other. We'll figure it out." That broke me. My husband brought home $4,100 a month. I used to make a bit more. We covered our condo fees, utilities, car payment, groceries, and still pretended we could save for emergencies. That night, Marcus made garlic bread from scratch, poured 2 glasses of cheap wine, and clinked mine. "Free time is still time. We'll use it." I forced a smile. In my bag, locked with a new passcode, was an account with $65 million. The next morning, I got a text from him. I returned the earrings Vanessa wanted me to hold for her birthday, got $1,350 back from the $2,100 deposit, put it in the emergency jar. "I'll pick up extra shifts." I read it twice. Those earrings were for Vanessa's 35th. She'd cornered him last month with her line. "Come on, Marky, I'm your only sister. Or does your wife check your receipts now?" We argued about it for days. Marcus hated conflict with her, but now he'd return them, for me, because of my lie. Around lunch, Vanessa called, screaming. "Marcus took it on the patio, but our walls are thin." "Are you serious right now, Marcus? That was my birthday gift." "Leah lost her job. We have to tighten up," he said. "And how is that my problem? Since when do I suffer because your wife can't keep a job?" Marcus exhaled hard. "That's not what I said." "Oh, right. You're just embarrassing me in front of my husband for a woman who contributes nothing." My nails dug into my palms. Marcus's voice went low. "Do not talk about her like that." There was silence. Vanessa wasn't used to pushback. Then she scoffed. "We're doing Sunday brunch at my place. Dad's coming. You both better be there. We need to talk as a family." Then she hung up. Marcus stared at the parking lot. I handed him water and said, "We can skip it." "Dad will be there," he said. "If we bail, it gets uglier." On Sunday, we showed up at Vanessa's townhouse in Scottsdale, mortgaged to the ceiling but decorated like a showroom. She answered the door with blowout hair, manicured nails, and a diamond tennis bracelet that was definitely on payment plan. Her eyes dragged over me. Well, Leah, jobless and glowing, must be nice to nap all day." Marcus's jaw locked. "Vanessa." Sneering, she looked at him. "What, too honest?" Eleanor, my mother-in-law, walked in with a fruit tray. "Enough, honey, let's eat." And she gave me that sad, condescending smile. "Leah, sweetie, and I mean this with love, a wife should contribute. My Marcus works too hard to carry dead weight." "I'm sending out applications," I lied. Cole strolled in wearing a designer polo, a flashy watch, and the confidence of a guy who's never read a bank statement. If nothing pans out, I could use a front desk girl at the gym. Vanessa cackled. "She'd be perfect for it." Marcus set his napkin down. "My wife isn't looking for handouts from you." Brunch was 45 minutes. Each one felt like a year. Vanessa brought up the 2104 separate times. Cole mentioned his 8-figure expansion twice. Eleanor sighed at me like I was a stain on the tablecloth, and Marcus, under the table, held my hand like an anchor. Next day, Vanessa posted on Instagram, a new handbag. Sticker price, $8,900. Caption: "When your husband actually provides. Some men make excuses, but mine makes it happen." #taken care of #real men. Marcus's buddy saw it. His aunt commented. My name wasn't there, but the message was. Marcus put his phone face down. "Just ignore it," he said. "But everyone else won't," I quipped back. He said nothing. That afternoon, he dropped me off for what he thought was a temp agency interview. I was actually meeting with my wealth manager. Before I got out of the car, I asked, Marcus, if you ever found out I had 100 times more than Vanessa, you think she'd still treat me like garbage? He gave me an exhausted smile. Babe, quit spiraling, just knock him dead in there. I watched him drive off in his 2012 Civic, the one with the dented door and the check engine light that's been on since March. Then I walked into the private banking office. Good afternoon, I said to the advisor. I'd like to finalize the trust setup. Of course, Mrs. Cole. What total assets are we structuring today? 65 million, I responded. Her pen stopped moving. 10 days later, Vanessa dropped the act. She sent screenshots to the family chat, credit card statements, overdue notices, collection letters. Marcus, I need $30,000 by Friday. It's for new equipment at Cole's gym. Don't be greedy. Your wife doesn't even work, and I know you boys save. Marcus didn't respond, but that night, I found him on our balcony with bills spread across his knees. I carefully approached him. You okay? Mom called, says if I don't help Vanessa, I'm a failure as a brother. I laughed, but it wasn't funny. And what does that make me? He looked up. Had no answer. That's when I knew. His family didn't want support. They wanted control. Last Tuesday, Cole booked a private room at that steakhouse downtown, said it was to celebrate new investors. I already knew better. My advisor had flagged that Cole's gyms were being sued, that he was personally liable for $400K, and that he needed money before the 15th. We showed up. Vanessa was in a silk dress and heels that cost more than our rent. Leah, I'm so glad you could make it, she said, lifting her champagne. I thought unemployment would kill your social life. I said nothing. I ordered the tomahawk ribeye. Eleanor choked on her water. Leah, dear, isn't that a bit much when Marcus is covering the bill? Cole smirked. Relax, Eleanor. Maybe it's her last good meal before ramen season. Marcus's hand curled into a fist on his lap. I covered it with mine. Then Cole's phone buzzed. He took the call outside. When he came back, the color had drained from his face. Mark, buddy, I need you to do me a solid. Marcus frowned. What? Cole slid a stack of papers across the table. I need to list your condo as security. I've got a loan due Friday. It's just on paper, I swear. Marcus dropped his knife. You want to gamble our home on your debt. Vanessa slammed her glass down. Stop being selfish, it's for family. Eleanor reached for Marcus's arm. Son, please, it's just a signature. Your sister is desperate. Vanessa turned to me, eyes blazing. And you just sit there, Leah. You've done enough damage just by breathing in our lives. The table went dead quiet. Marcus took a slow breath. I reached into my purse and pulled out the navy folder from my wealth management firm. Want to know what happens next? Like this video and leave a comment for part 2.